Well, I love you both already for what you did, because they told me about this story, and I was like, of course I want to meet them. That's incredible. Okay, so what were you doing? Where were you? And did you hear the avalanche and see it, or what happened?
So basically, there was just some storms rolling into Colorado, and I'm actually originally from Mississippi, but I decided not to go home just to try to score some POW, basically. And I'd just gotten a GoPro a few days before, too, so I was just trying to capture all that, like kind of use my new camera. And
right.
So I texted Josh, and I was like, you want to go out and tour, go to the backcountry? And
so that's where you were?
That's where it went.
And then did you hear the avalanche?
So Bobby actually saw it. My back was turned to it. We were skiing on a slope that was kind of adjacent to where the slide actually happened, and I was just not paying attention back towards the avalanche. Bobby sees it go over the cliffs, and he points at it. I turn around, I just see basically just a giant plume of smoke, it looked like, and we didn't feel any wind, so we're like, all right, it has to be an avalanche. So yeah.
So then, what made you go towards it then? Did you see people that were distressed?
Well, I ski that area a lot, and I see a lot of families play underneath that slope where it actually happened. So my first thought, even though I could kind of see that there weren't people there, was I really hope there's not any people buried underneath there, because, I mean, that was definitely our main concern. So that's what really drug us to that area to start the search initially.
And then, so you go over there, and then how did you find out there was a dog missing?
Yeah, so because of the nature of skiing and snowboarding, I was able to get ready to go down there faster. So I got to the scene first, and I initially pulled out my beacon and kind of searched, because we thought people were in the avalanche. And I pulled my beacon out, didn't pick anything up, and then I saw two guys that were on the slope, and their skis were kind of scattered everywhere. One guy was over here, one guy was over there. It's just kind of I thought initially they were in the avalanche. So I asked them what happened. They said that their dog had ran down the slope and caused the avalanche itself. So I kind of assumed the dog was underneath the snow. And I asked if they'd seen any people. They said no. And so I kind of made an educated guess that no one was stuck in the snow. And so I pulled my probe out, which is just a really long stick, and I just started poking around looking for the dog. And then Bobby got there, I filled him in, and he started doing the same as well.
And people were telling you to get out of there because it was dangerous. So you're kind of almost giving up when you saw something, right?
Yeah, exactly. So 2 or 3 older, more experienced guys had come up to Bobby and had said that we need to get, you guys need to get out of there. It's not worth your lives for someone else's dog, And we were directly underneath some of the most dangerous avalanche terrain on Berthoud Pass. So we kind of both made the call to get out of there. And as I was hiking up the slope, because when I initially got there, I just kind of thrown my ski poles and got all my gear out, started looking. And when I was walking up to go find my poles again, I just see this little hole in the snow, and about a couple inches underneath it is the nose of the dog. So to kind of give you a visual.
But you weren't sure if it was alive.
No. It looked like Scrap from Ice Age. His nose, where he's poking out of the glacier a little bit.
Yes.
He's sniffing around for the acorn. That's kind of what it looked like.
And you're assuming, because it's buried under there for at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, I thought he was dead at first, but yeah, we started digging out, and then I saw his nose kind of sniffing around a little bit, and we started digging even harder, and yeah, he got out, ran a couple laps around us miraculously. It was just
it's amazing when you see the dog just get out. That's amazing that he was okay after that amount of time, and he's doing well now, right?
Yeah, he's doing great now, and it's amazing because he probably got drug over 50-foot cliffs and through multiple trees. It's really a miracle that he's okay.
I think we have a picture of him now at home being healthy and happy. That's there. And then there's a recent picture, I think. There he is. That lucky dog. Well, you're both amazing, and I know that you have student debt. I've been partnering with TisBest. They're giving each of you a check for $10,000.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Experience the power of giving. Visit TisBest.org. We'll be right back.